Last week was a rough one for Danny Mac. He went down with a mild concussion in the fourth quarter versus Western Kentucky. But the Sun Belt honored Danny with Offensive Player of the Week. He finished with 27 carries for 126 yards and 2 scores. Plus, he added 9 catches for 101 yards and a touchdown. He had a solid day, but we're all concerned about his health. Taking a look at Danny's season stats, he's eclipsed 2,000 yards, 249 carries for 2,108 yards, and 29 rushing touchdowns. As a receiver, Dan has caught 86 balls for 1,174 yards and 6 scores. It's been an amazing junior season. Mel Kiper and Todd McShay have already called Danny the best running back prospect since Saquon Barkley. As A-State winds down the season, bowl projections were just released, and the Red Wolves are projected to go to the New Orleans Bowl to take on Tulane. Sad day for the Red Wolves. Fans were hoping they would land at least a New Year's Eve bowl, but we still have a few games left. Back to Danny's health. Coach sat Dan out for practice this week, but said he should be a game-time decision versus Texas State. Welcome to Jonesboro, and look who's in the backfield. Dan takes the handoff up the middle, cuts, and picks up 4. Then after a Texas State field goal, Dan takes the power right, breaks to the outside. He sheds a tackle and picks up 18. A few plays later, he takes the handoff right, runs into a crowd, and only picks up a yard. Then the junior back comes in motion. He catches the screen, gets hit, and only picks up 5. Next play, he takes the delay, gets upfield, spins, and falls just short of the marker. Later in the drive, Dan runs up the seam, but trail goes deep and connects with Merritt in the end zone. Red Wolves up early, 7-3. Next A-State possession, Dan takes the sweep right, avoids one, bounces off another, and picks up 8. A few plays later, Dan takes the power right, pushes the pile, and picks up 2. Dan doesn't look like he's having a tough time this week. He goes up the gut, makes a cut, and picks up 6. Next play, Danny comes in motion. He catches the screen, makes a move, and somehow he gets the first down. Then before the end of the first, Dan takes the delay, jumps over a defender, and picks up 7 more yards. Red Wolves faces second down. Dan takes the delay, but Texas State sends the blitz, and Dan loses 3 yards. After a quick breather, Dan takes the sweep right and gets the edge, and he walks into the end zone. Red Wolves up 2 scores. And the defense gets a stop, and Dan takes the sweep left, runs into his blocker, and only gets 3. Next play, Dan runs the wheel route, makes the grab, runs over a defender, and he's off to the races. 33 yards to the crib. Touchdown, Red Wolves. What a run by the junior. He ran dude over. A-State goes up 18, and Dan comes out of the backfield, runs the angle route, makes the grab, and gets 9. Then he takes the handoff, tries to go outside, and gets pulled down for a 2-yard loss. After Texas State goes 3 and out, Dan comes in motion, catches the screen, avoids the defender, and steps out after getting the first. Next play, he takes the handoff right, shakes one, and picks up another 4. It's second down. Danny takes the counter left, finds the room, and he gets 7 more yards. Later in the drive, he fakes the option and gets pulled down hard on his left shoulder, and he would stay down. Trainers and coaches come out and check on him, and he looks like he's okay. And number 5 would come back in the third quarter, taking the delay, cutting it back right, and picking up 4. Then after a huge loss, Dan runs the seam route, but Trail throws it inside and gets picked off. That was on Danny. He was supposed to run the slant. And Texas State will come down and score when Dan takes a delay, finds some room on the right, makes a move, and gets 6. Next play, he gets the delay again, cuts it left, then cuts back inside and weaves back outside, and he is gone. 75 yards to the crib. Danny Mac does it again. That's his 3rd touchdown on the day. Later in the third, Dan is gashing Texas State. He finds some room on the right, cuts across field, and gets 8. Then Danny shows off his power, hitting the hole up the gut and pushing through, picking up 7. Next play, he takes the counter, somehow gets through the line, tries to juke, and picks up 5. Then Dan takes the power right, cuts it back inside, and stumbles his way to 4 yards. It's third down. Danny catches the screen, cuts it back inside, and takes a huge hit, and he's down again. Take another look at this. Dan makes the grab, gets upfield, and the safety launches himself and goes helmet to helmet with Dan. Scary moment for Red Wolves fans. And that would do it. Arkansas State would get the big win, 47-16. Dan would come back in the fourth quarter, but he just wasn't himself. He did finish with 23 carries for 168 yards and 2 scores. He also caught 6 balls for 65 yards and a score. The Red Wolves move to 9-1 and move up in the rankings. We're now at number 23. Next up is 3-7 South Alabama. Hopefully Dan can get some rest and be healthy enough to finish this season. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell. Join the Noti Squad. Hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG at Big C Gat Game. And we'll talk in the next one. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.